This video goes out to all my fellow musicians who, like me, thought at least one time about recording a choir for one of the projects. In most cases, you don't have either the time or the budget to actually work with a real-life choir, and even recording several singers in a row is unlikely. So in that case, if you don't want to say goodbye to the whole idea, there's only one good option left. You gotta work with what you got. My name is Victoria, and in this video I'll show you how to record a tremendously big choir with only one voice. First of all, more is more. The more tracks you record, the bigger your choir will sound. Try to manage as many different registers and timbres as possible while doing this. You can even vary timing and phrasing. But don't let it escalate. You should set yourself a time limit for the recording session or determine the desired number of vocal tracks beforehand. Now let me show you the song I Wanna Pimp with some epic backings. Let's start over. I know I need closure. I'm talking tonight. I'm gonna use two of the t.akustik AP182 absorber panels. I can adjust the flexible screens according to my placement to the mic, which I'm gonna change throughout the session. Now, let's start with doubling the lead voice at least 2 times. One time letting your voice sound deeper and thicker by stretching the vowels to an aw, and a second time sounding bright and twangy by smiling. This may sound nasally. Let's start over. I need closure. Let's start over. I need closure. Let's start over. I need closure. Now let's add more pitches to it and go down one by one. To create the impression that there are many different people singing, you can vary between staccato takes, sing it like a robot, and legato takes, imagine a wave. Let's start over. I need closure. Let's start over. I need closure. For the ultimate choir effect, try different positions to the mic as well. We already made a bunch of close takes, so I'm gonna raise my distance to the mic now and adjust the absorber panels. Let's start over. I need closure. Probably you can't play around with your voice that much when it comes to the very low pitches. So try to keep them twangy, but don't force them. They don't need to be too loud. If you sing them close to the mic, they can be fixed in the mix. Let's start over. I need closure. Now the next pitch is definitely too low for me to sound good, but it doesn't matter because it will make the choir sound wider and therefore more powerful. Be careful that you can hear yourself properly, because the lower you get, the softer you sing, so maybe you gotta turn your volume up a little bit. Let's start over. I need closure. It's quite the same when it comes to very high pitches. They don't have to sound good if you hear them single. In connection with all the other takes you sung, they will brighten up the choir and give it most of its punch. So make sure to turn the volume back down and keep the sound thin so you don't strain your voice. Let's start over. I need closure. My last tip, maybe there's someone in your surroundings, like in your band, that can also sing a few takes. Convince them to try at least some, because just one more color can make a huge difference, especially when you add a male to a female voice or the other way around. So now we can hear the final outcome. You can check the whole song called Closer by Jacob Eve on all streaming platforms if you're interested. Anyway, we hope this tutorial has been helpful. Let us know what you think in the comments below. and have fun recording. Bye bye.